badge they couldn't see. The rain had just stopped when Marcus Reed stepped out of his car. The night smelled of damp concrete and gasoline, neon lights flickering against the puddles on the sidewalk. Dressed in jeans and a hoodie, he looked like any other man passing through a rough neighborhood. But tucked inside his wallet was a badge few would ever imagine he carried, the badge of a federal agent. Marcus was undercover, deep into a case involving illegal weapons trafficking. Weeks of work, sleepless nights, and fragile trust had brought him here. All he wanted was to grab a bottle of water from the corner store before heading back to report. But fate has a way of rewriting even the most carefully laid plans. As he approached the store, red and blue lights cut through the night. A police cruiser rolled to a stop. 2 officers stepped out. One young and hesitant, the other older, broad-shouldered, and already radiating hostility. "Hey, you! Hands out of your pockets!" the older officer barked. Marcus froze, heart hammering. He knew that voice, that tone. It wasn't a request, it was a warning loaded with assumption. "Evening, officer," Marcus said carefully, raising his hands. "Just going in for some water." But the officer, Daniels, didn't hear him or didn't care. His eyes weren't looking at a man, they were looking at a threat. "Turn around! Against the car! Now!" Marcus felt a chill crawl up his spine. He wanted to tell them who he was, to flash the badge, to end this before it began. But months of undercover work, months of risk, would unravel in an instant. He couldn't blow his cover. Not yet. So he obeyed. The metal hood of the cruiser was cold against his chest as Daniels shoved him forward. The younger cop lingered nearby, uneasy but silent. "What are you hiding?" Daniels muttered, patting Marcus down rougher than necessary. "Drugs? A gun? You people always got something." Marcus clenched his jaw. He had a gun issued by the FBI. He had clearance, authority, and the law on his side. But none of it mattered with his face pressed to a police car. None of it mattered against the color of his skin. And then Daniels reached into his pocket. He pulled out Marcus's wallet and flipped it open. His eyes landed on the gold emblem inside. For a split second, the night fell silent. The badge gleamed under the streetlight, unmistakable. Daniels froze. His mouth went dry. The rookie officer's eyes widened in disbelief. Marcus turned his head slightly, his voice cutting through the air like glass. "You just assaulted a federal agent." The words hit harder than any punch. Daniels stammered, his authority crumbling. I didn't know." But it was too late. The truth sat in his hands, heavy as a stone. Internal affairs got involved. Daniels faced suspension, the rookie gave a quiet statement, and the city moved on. But Marcus couldn't. That night replayed in his mind long after the bruises faded. Alone in his apartment, he set the badge on the table and stared at it. The gold surface caught the light, but all he could see was the truth. Even with a badge, even with the law behind him, his skin had spoken louder. And he thought of all the men who looked like him, who didn't have a badge to reveal at the right moment, who never got the chance to flip the script. For them, there would only be silence and the cold hood of a cruiser. Marcus returned to work weeks later, but something inside him had shifted. His mission was no longer just about catching criminals, it was about holding up a mirror to the system itself. Because sometimes the fight wasn't against the streets. Sometimes the fight was against the ones sworn to protect them. Watch out for part 2.